Hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the StreamYard room. It's Denise Merriweather. I'm here to lead this conversation about stop giving away your time. It's too precious. Remember, this month, the month of April, is all about honoring your time. Put it in the chat, honoring my time. I'm going to honor my time. So look, let me go ahead and introduce myself before I get started. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneur's Jumpstart Program. It is the #1 training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, build a highly profitable business. How do you do this? By building your courage, your confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is God has called you to do. So look, stop giving away your time. It is way too precious. But if you don't start treating it as precious as it really is, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose it, right? Life is too short. And regardless of what it is that you may think in reference to how much time you have, remember we talked the last lesson on Monday that time is elusive, that it's aloof, that you cannot control it, you can't grab it, you can't hold on to it. It is not tangible. It's an intangible concept and you can't control it. So what you need to do is use it wisely. Put it in the chat. I'm going to use my time wisely. I'm going to use my time wisely. Thank you, Sissy. I see that you're out there. Thank you so much for listening. I know you can't take copious notes today because you're driving. And thank you so much for sharing it. Okay, so let's get into this conversation about stop giving away your time. Now, while you are listening to me, this is going to require you to either take some notes, to take some introspection, right, of what's going on. Hey, Kim, how you doing, sweetheart? So happy to be here. Look, I know that we were supposed to be meeting, but I had the family emergency come up. John wound up having surgery, so we didn't get together. But how about after I get off this call, text me some availability that you have so we can connect and catch up. All right, so listen, stop giving away your time. It's too precious. Now, here's what I want you to do. Hopefully you grabbed something. Hopefully you're going to be straight with yourself. This is a clutch your pearl type of Wednesday. Now, this is also my soft season. Like, I have adopted this season as my soft season, that I ain't going to be going too hard in the paint on anything, right? I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to be light. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to think about, reflect on your life and tell me, what are you doing with your time? And if you can put it in the chat, put it in the chat and be straight. Like, what are some of the things that you're doing with your time? And here's where I want you to share from that actually aligns with your goals and your dreams. That actually aligns with your goals and your dreams. Because we could be busy being busy, as most of us are, because we live in the world of reasons instead of the world of performance. Yeah, the world of reasons. Let me tell you what's in the world of reasons, because I know you might be thinking you don't live there. But I promise you spend more time in the world of reasons and excuses than you do in the world of performance. So what is actually in the world of reasons? That would be your thoughts. Put it in the chat. That would be your feelings. That would be your insights. That would be concerns about your moods. That would be planning. All of that is in the world of reasons. Any thoughts that you may have about why it will work and why it will not work. All of that is in the world of reasons. So do you get that you live there for a lot of the time? And in the world of performance, let me tell you how cut and dry this is. In the world of performance, there's actions. That's it. Actions upon actions upon actions upon actions. If you think about it as a game, like if you were an athlete and you actually played a sport. So practice is not in the world of performance. Practice is in the world of reasons. It's the preparation. It's the things that you're doing to get ready for the game. For those of us who are sitting on the bleachers, guess where we are? We're in the world of reasons. It ain't no actions. We are thinking about it. We're criticizing it. We're analyzing it. We're giving feedback about the performance that's actually happening inside of the game, like the Warriors last night, right? I was giving tons of feedback, but I was not performing. I was in the world of reasons. The people that was performing was the people that was on the court. Do you get it? So the only world that you actually get results from is in the world of performance. So I asked this question again because this conversation is all about stop giving away your time. When you look at your calendar, when you look at your things to do, when you look at even being here right now, because here's the thing, if I don't align with your goals and your dreams, like if you ain't about building a purpose-driven business, then you don't need to be talking to me, because I'm here about helping assist women with building businesses that serve themselves, other people, and God. Now, if you're not interested in that, you shouldn't be here. Now, granted, it's some great information, but you don't want to be wasting time just listening to what I have to say if you're not going to apply what it is that I'm giving. Do you get that? Okay. So now that you looked at your life, I've given you a minute to just take a look. Tell me, are you living more in the world of performance or in the world of reasons? And when you look at your life, you should be looking at your results. And remember, I asked you about the actions that you take and that actually aligns with your dreams and your desires. And if you see that there's tons of actions that's leading you not towards your desires and your dreams, do you get that you are giving away your time? And here are some of the reasons, listen to that. See that word? The reasons why we actually give away our time. Because someone asked us. Because it's fun. Here's a straight one, which some of y'all won't say, but I say it. When you don't feel like taking the actions that's actually going to get you the results, so you pick up some other action that ain't going to require you to do the things that you want to do and need to do to move your dreams forward, because it's not as difficult. It's easy. So you take easy actions, like hanging out with your friends or making somebody a meal. Look, what's making somebody a meal or doing it is going to help align with your goals. If your goal is to build a class or to call some people and invite them to participate in your program or invite some people to purchase your book, right? Because that requires you taking actions that align with the things that you want to see happen. So when you look at your schedule and the things that you give your time to, because you are giving your time to it. And here's another thing, because we don't see this as giving away time. But when you spend hours upon hours on the phone in a conversation, do you get that you're giving away time? Put it in the chat. I just need to know. If you're on the phone and you having these conversations for 2, 3, 4 hours, do you get that you're giving away time? So here is what you guys don't realize that's super duper precious, that I'm going to ask you to adopt this and understand it and make sure you use this wisely and you give it to people that deserve it. One of the most precious gifts that you could ever give to someone is your listening. Put it in the chat. One of the most precious gifts that you could give to someone is your listening. What does that mean? Well, it means if someone is pouring their concerns, their heart, their complaints, okay, because a lot of times we just listen to a whole bunch of complaints. But if you're listening, creates a space where people feel safe, that they feel like they could share with you, that they feel like they could talk to you for hours. Do you get that that is a major gift? Do you get that people don't have people in their lives that they could talk to? Do you get that that is a gift when you give it to someone, is your listening? And the question is, when you give that time to someone, the 2 to 3 hours, there's nothing wrong with having a 30-minute conversation and an hour conversation here and there, even if it's just for kicks and funs and laughs. But it is a problem if you spend days and days on the phone, 2, 3 hour conversations at a time, and it's netting you nothing. Do you get that? Now, here's the thing that I need you to be conscious of. When you are giving away that type of time, do you have an intention, desire, or dream to build a healthy relationship with that particular person that you're talking to? Because again, if not, you're wasting time. Because half of the stuff y'all probably talking about ain't netting neither one of y'all nothing. It could be a whole bunch of gossiping, ha-ha, and the key. And if that's what's happening, then you are giving away your time. Do you understand? Just put it in the chat that you understand. So here's what I want you to do. When you are utilizing, to deciding, choosing, making the decision, whatever word feels comfortable for you, for those of us who know the difference between deciding and choice, you choose. Before you choose to give your time to something, here's 3 things that I want you to know. The first thing I want you to know is, what do you want? Now, if I was to ask you to put that in the chat right now, some of y'all may be able to answer and some of y'all may not. But if you can right now, put in the chat what you want. What do you want? Because a lot of times when we're asked that question, we can't answer it. If someone said that they would give you $1 million, what would you do with it? And you have nothing that you know to do with it. Why then do you need $1 million? When people ask you, hey, if I gave you money to get rid of all of your debt, what that number would be, could you tell them? Could you give them a number? Could you give them an amount? Are you that tuned in? If not, you got work to do because you're wasting a whole bunch of time. And you could be missing out on a whole bunch of blessings because you ain't prepared yourself while you're in the world of reasons to get ready for the performance. Do you get that? So the first thing is know what you want. Number 2 is create your vision. What does that look like? What do you have created it in your mind to look like? And the reason why this is so important to have a picture of what it is it looks like for you to have whatever that thing is that you will actually know it when you have it. If you don't have a vision of what it is you're looking for, how would you know if you have it already or if you found it? You wouldn't, because you have not done the creative process. You have no idea what it is that you're looking for. You're coasting. Put this in the chat. I will not coast in my life. Because here's the thing. You got one life to live. You have one life to live. Don't waste it not knowing what you want to do with it. And don't stay in the trying to figure it out for a long time. Because a lot of us that stay or sit in that I don't know what to do actually know what to do. We may not know how to do it. We may be afraid to do it, but we know exactly what we're supposed to be doing for God and when we're supposed to be doing it. Okay? I will not coast. She said, I will not post in my life. I will not coast in my life. Like coasting. Okay? Number three. Take the actions. Now, if you wasn't here on Monday, I talked about how we have this voice in our head. Sometimes it's conversation. Sometimes it's passing thoughts, things that we cannot control. We can't control it, but you can't ignore it and you can acknowledge it and be like, yeah, I get that, but that's not what I'm going to do. So whenever you hear, I don't feel like it, I don't want to take these actions, I'm going to do it tomorrow. In that moment, what I want you to do is take the action. As soon as you hear your brain telling you not to take the action, I want you to take the action. Because remember, we are built to survive, not thrive. We are built to survive, not thrive. See, we're not able to override the programming that we were born with until we start developing ourselves. Put this in the chat. I will develop myself. In 2024, I will develop myself. Put it in the chat. I will develop myself. Because if you don't put the time in and the work in to develop yourself, you will coast. You will survive. What are some feelings of survival? How do you know when you're surviving, right? It's not creative. It doesn't feel good. You're doing it just to stay afloat or to make things that you believe happen. Hey, Maria, so good to see you again. Look, don't coast. Get that you have been programmed by your family, your friends. God has programmed your body to work in ways you don't even understand. You have been programmed to survive. So when you want to reach a level where you thrive or that you're moving beyond or doing things that you haven't seen before, that requires some development. That requires you studying the word, going to school, getting a master's, taking action on top of action on top of action. It's a training. Other than that, you're just going to default to your programming. And guess who else programs? Your parents, people, your teachers, your siblings, any type of conversations and things that you took on as belief systems, things that you've experienced in life, people that you respect or that are in authority in your life that you've taken on has programmed you. So first, I want you to put in the chat, I've been programmed. Missy Brown, what's up? I've been programmed. Put it in the chat. I've been programmed. And the more you get that the way you operate is based on a programming, something that you didn't even ask for. Now, the thing is, you can definitely develop something else. You could definitely change your mind. You could change your belief systems. You could change the actions that you're taking, and you can show enough change the actions that you're not taking. Because the actions that you take and don't take, they're still actions. Yes? Okay. So listen, 3 things. Recap. Know what it is that you want. Create the vision for it. And take the action. And if you bold, take massive actions. And stop giving away your time. Don't do it just because it's fun. Don't do it because somebody asked you. Don't do it because it's easy. Don't spend none of your time that way. Every time you spend a minute, an hour, do it developing yourself or moving towards your desired dream. Do you get it? No more wasting time. We don't giving time away to fit in with the crowd, to make somebody else happy, to seem like you care. Somebody mean like don't give away. Do not give away your time no more. You how about this? You don't have time. You don't have time to be giving away time. You need to use this time to reach the goals and the things that you want. I am called Living Your Extraordinary Life. Good. I'm in a course called Effectiveness. So listen, I want you to get this. I want you to get that you don't need to waste time. Stop giving your time away. It is too precious. If you are doing things that don't align with your goals and your dreams, I need you to stop. So when you just quickly look at your schedule for the rest of the week, how many things would you say you need to drop, like just stop doing in your life right now? I know there's a couple of events or people you seeing or phone calls that you have set up that's netting nothing, right? How many things would you say you need to give up in order to allot that time? Because here's the kicker, last thing, and then I'm gonna go, because this is my soft season and I'm supposed to be treading light. For a lot of entrepreneurs, goal chasers, dream chasers, seekers, tend to say that they don't have time to go after what it is that they want. See, this is why it's important for us to stop giving away our time. But if you actually look at your schedule, you will see where you're giving away a lot of times to things that don't move you, that don't fulfill you, that's not valuable, that's not worthy of the time that you're giving it. Yes? Would you admit that you're giving away some time? You're giving away some time, maybe a lot of time? And if it's yes, just put yes. So don't tell me that you don't have time to build the class, to write the book, to build the group, to do anything that's to teach the Bible study class, to do any of that. Don't tell me that, because I don't want to hear it. Because I'm sure there's some time in your schedule you wasting. Okay. Thank you, Maria. Maria said, yes, ma'am. Okay. Yeah, thank you for being straight. Be straight. I waste time too. I ain't got it all figured out. I waste time too. The thing that's different between me and you probably don't call it out, but I call it out. Be like, wait a minute, I done been on Facebook strolling way too long. Let me get back to these goals, dreams, and aspirations I got. Because these people here on Facebook ain't paying me not a bit of attention. They not spending no coins with me. They're not swiping no cards. They're not checking on me and my family. They're not doing any of these things. Same thing on the Instagram and the TikTok and all the other things. You got to be mindful of how you're spending your time. Stop the scroll. Put that in the chat. Stop the scroll. When you see that you have been there longer than you needed to, I need you to just cut the phone off and get back to work. So look, always looking forward to serving you. This conversation today was about stop giving away your time. This month, it's all about honoring your time, and you honor your time by honoring your word. Whatever you create, you do to it. Thank you, Maria. Maria is here today. Okay, Missy, stop the scroll. That's right. Stop. Cut it out. If you haven't liked this page, like this page. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. If you have not shared this video, I need you to share this video, like right now. Share this video right now. Tag some people that need to hear it. Stop giving away your time. It's too precious and life is too short. And I promise you, I ain't trying to get to the pearly gates and be asked, why did I waste so much of my time? Hey, I'm live. See you on Friday at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5. Hey.